Na condition push me enter this business. I no come here come do friendship or to find love. People dey talk say Ashawo no be work, but abeg, at least I dey go house daily with my urgent 2k and I dey help my customers dey alright. Ashawo no dey repent o, we die here. My name na Lotanna. I be Ashawo for Allen Avenue. I dey on my own lane, no strings, no stories. Lotanna adjusted her short red dress, leaning against the street light at Allen Avenue. The night was young, and business had to go on. She had done this for 5 years, perfected the art of seduction, knew how to spot a big spender, and could tell from a man's work if he was worth her time. Then she saw him. His name was Michael. He drove a clean black Mercedes GLE 4matic, well-dressed and confident. He wasn't like the usual desperate men who came to this side of town looking for a quick knack. There was something different about him. As he approached, Lotanna gave him the usual playful smile. "Hey, handsome, looking for a good time? I can make you feel really good." Michael didn't hesitate. "How much?" Lotanna named her price, expecting some back and forth, but to her surprise, he agreed immediately. No bargain, no hesitation. "Let's go," Michael said. They drove to a 5-star hotel, the kind of place Lotanna had only entered a few times when luck shined on her. As soon as they got to the room, Lotanna freshened up, expecting him to make a move. But he didn't. Instead, he ordered food. They ate in silence. He worked on his laptop, and then, just like that, he slept. Lotanna was confused. Was this some kind of test? Maybe he was shy. She laid awake waiting for something, anything, but nothing happened. The next morning, Michael woke up before her, counted money and handed Lotanna double the agreed amount. "Please, come back tonight. Same time, same place," Michael said. Lotanna nodded slowly, but still confused. Why would he pay her without touching her? She had met different kinds of men in her line of work. Married ones, drunk ones, violent ones, stingy ones, but never one like this. A man who took her to a hotel, paid her well, and didn't touch her? Maybe he was sick. Or maybe he's gay. Oh, maybe he's tired, Lotanna thought. But something about him was different. Lotanna told herself not to overthink it. She would come again tonight. Maybe tonight would be different. She concluded that maybe he was too tired the first night and wanted to make up for it. The second night came and Lotanna arrived, expecting a different outcome. But again, the same routine: food, laptop, and sleep. This time, Lotanna wasn't having it. The next morning, before he could speak, Lotanna confronted him. "Who are you? What is this? You bring me here every night, do nothing, and then pay me? Are you a ritualist? No be knack you dey pay me for." He looked at her with calm eyes and sighed. "I'm sorry, but please, can you come again tonight? I promise I'll make up for everything." Something about his honesty made Lotanna nod in agreement. She had never met a customer like him. Later that evening, Michael called to remind her of her appointment, something no client had ever done. That night, she went again, determined to make sense of everything. When the night almost began playing out the same way, she decided to take control. Lotanna reached out to touch him, lick his ears, and make him finally come. But he gently held her hand and shook his head. Lotanna, please, I didn't bring you here for sex. Lotanna sat up. You said what? Then why? Why do you bring me here every night for the past 3 days? What do you want? At that point, Lotanna became scared. Maybe this man is a ritualist or even an organ harvester. But Michael turned slowly to Lotanna's face and said, every night, I drive past Allen Avenue, and every time I see you, I'm reminded of someone. Lotanna looked surprised. Someone? Who? My late wife. You look exactly like her, Michael said. Lotanna was speechless. Who was this man? Who was his wife? And why her? That night they spoke. They really spoke. She told him about her life, how she ended up on the streets. Michael told her about his wife, how he lost her during childbirth, how the loneliness had eaten him up. But he had his job to keep him busy and focused. He was a software developer with Google Nigeria. That night, for the first time, Lotanna wasn't just a commodity to be bought and explored. She was a person. When she left the next morning, Michael was on her mind all day. But she knew it was a dangerous territory. She had trained herself never to catch feelings, never to get attached. An abomination for Ashawo to catch feelings for clients too. But Michael was different. So she decided she wouldn't go back, despite accepting Michael's plea to return that night. At night, Michael called, but she ignored it. He sent messages, but Lotanna didn't reply. She had to protect herself. Men like Michael weren't for women like her. Later that night, as she resumed on her usual spot at Allen Avenue, she noticed a familiar car parked by the side waiting. Before she could react, Michael stepped out and walked towards her. Lotanna, please, let's not create a scene. Just come with me. Something inside her resisted, but another part of her, the part that longed to be seen, obeyed. She followed him. They drove in silence to a beautiful duplex in Banana Island. As soon as she stepped inside the house, she understood. On the walls were pictures of his late wife. And there she was, staring at herself in another woman's face. She indeed looked like her. Lotanna turned to Michael. Her voice was trembling. So what do you want from me? I can't be her. I am Lotanna, the street girl, an Ashawo. If you are looking for a replacement, look elsewhere. I feel her shoes are too big for someone like me to fit into. Look at you. You are a tech genius. What could you possibly want from a call girl who had been with multiple men and can't even remember half of their faces? Please, Michael, don't make this harder. Just let me go. But Michael didn't move. Instead, he sighed. I don't need a replacement. I drive past Allen Avenue every night and I see you. But beyond that, I see her. And I know you are more than this. Please, Lotanna, just accept me into your world. I can help you, please. Tears filled Lotanna's eyes. No man had ever looked at her this way before. No man had ever seen her as something more than a tool for pleasure. But she has spent too many years in the dark to believe in the light. I can't do this, Michael. You are too good for me. Your past is fragile. My past, even my present, is so rugged. But it was obvious that Lotanna was already falling for Michael, and she wanted to fight it by all means. Michael had planted something in her heart, something small, something hopeful, and it scared her. Lotanna left that day and vowed never to return or see Michael again. She constantly reminded herself Ashawo no dey fall in love, but she was wrong. For the next few days, going to the streets to hustle felt strange to her. Michael's words kept ringing in her head. You are better than this. Michael kept calling, like he was on a mission. But who sent him? How could a man with so much happening for him career-wise make up his mind that he was falling for a call girl? Lotanna ignored his calls, deleted his messages, and tried to push him out of her mind. But the more she tried, the more his voice echoed in her head. One day, as she laid on her bed in her tiny room, she heard a knock on the door. Her heart skipped. No one ever visited her except for her colleagues, and they usually came only at night. Lotanna hesitated before opening the door, and it was Michael. Michael stood there, looking at her with calm yet determined gaze. You thought I wasn't going to find you? Lotanna, don't fight this. I know you feel the same way I feel. You know what? I won't judge you. I know your past, but trust me, I won't judge you. Let's make life better, please. Lotanna took a deep breath. She wanted to shut the door in his face, but something held her back. No man had ever looked at her like that, with respect, with hope, with something deeper than just loss. Tears welled up in Lotanna's eyes. Michael, I don't deserve this. I don't, Lotanna whispered. You deserve everything, Michael said, but only if you allow yourself to have it. Lotanna took a shaky breath. She wanted to believe that she was meant for more. She looked at Michael and said, I am ready to be that person you want. At that moment, Michael exhaled in relief, a smile breaking through his face. Then, let's start, Michael replied. 1 month later, Lotanna was taking courses in tech, doing the unthinkable with artificial intelligence. Every day felt like a new beginning. She couldn't believe how much her life had changed. After her training, she secured an internship with Google, the same company Michael worked for. 6 months later, Michael and Lotanna got married. It was a simple yet elegant wedding, filled with people who had come to love and support her. She had never felt so free, so valued. One evening, as they drove past Allen Avenue, Lotanna gazed out the window. She saw the familiar streets, the lady standing by the roadside waiting for clients. Her chest tightened. That had been her life, her reality. Lotanna lowered her face, ashamed of her past. But Michael reached out and squeezed her hand. You know what? Never forget where you came from, but never let it define you. At that point, Lotanna looked at him, then back at the road. This time, she didn't look away. She saw them. She saw those girls, her old self, and she didn't feel ashamed. She felt grateful. She had made it out. Lotanna shook her head and said, Indeed, Ashawo don't repent. What's the moral lesson of this story? This story teaches us that no matter how broken your past is, or where life has taken you, redemption is always possible when love, acceptance, and the right opportunity finds you. Everyone deserves a second chance, and sometimes all it takes is someone who sees beyond your present and believes in your potential. Lotanna's transformation shows that we are not defined by our mistakes or labels, but by what we choose to become when given hope and support. Let's always understand that love doesn't judge. And if true love finds you, it sees only your soul, not your past.